Leo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-September 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you beautiful people out there. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's going on for the lovely Leos. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's see what's going on, my guides. Talk to me about these lovely Leos. What's going on? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Leo as we move through September, please, guys. What's going on? Yeah, there we go. That card flipped out of my hands nice and quick. So we have some fire energy here for you, my friends. We got the Fool showing up here. And now, yes, this is not a regular tarot deck. It's an oracle deck, but it does have the Fool symbolism here. And this is a big fiery action type of card and energy. So we'll talk about it. Before we fully get into it, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the September subscriber surprise towards the end. So you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this card. So we see this figure there. It is wearing that jester hat. And one thing I'm not sure if everyone can see along the bottom, there are three different renditions of the Fool card here. So the author of this deck, Cyril Marchetti, is trying to send us a very clear message here that this is just like the Fool archetype. So for a lot of you, this could be great new beginnings. This could be you needing to trust in spirit, take a leap of faith of some sort, but generally this is a big card of action. Starting a new journey, new things coming in, you got to make moves and you're going to make them happen now. This could be a very light-hearted type of energy as well, like happy, jovial, joking around. However, as with all cards, there are some little cautionary energies that we need to take a look at. One, with the Fool, don't be too spontaneous in this time. Yes, take actions, do what you have to do, but don't fly off the handle. And as a fire sign myself, I know we could tend to be spontaneous sometimes, heat of the moment and all that. This is spirit warning you against spontaneity. And we are picking up some heavy fire energy right here up front. So we'll see if that persists throughout the whole reading. But for a lot of you, this could be a very good sign. A really beautiful, positive sign about a new cycle that you're moving into. Makes sense with what we saw for you last week. But yeah, I'm going to get you into tarot now. And as I always say, that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. Let's get you three of these in the upright. Then we'll get into the intuitive juiciness for the Leos. So let's shuffle it up here. And while we get the deck ready, let's talk about last week's reading. Let's talk about the last 2 weeks, Leo. It seems like there's been some challenging energies for a good chunk of the Leo collective. Obviously, not every single one. But last week's reading was titled A Big Ending. And it showed up in multiple spaces throughout the reading that a lot of you, whether it is work-related, relationship-related, certain cycles could be closing out for a lot of Leos. Either they could be coming in or they recently have. So, I mean, it's up to you to really discern where that fits with your story. But just be aware that those energies could still bleed into this upcoming week. So we'll see what's up. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone you're connected to. Let's get you three. What do we got for Leo here? Guides and spirit team. Thank you. All right, yeah, so here's the beginning, the new energy showing up. So we had the ending last week. Now we have the Ace of Cups, okay? Love this. Love this energy. Let's get you two more. I don't want to go too far over the moon, but I love me some Ace of Cups. Could be the realm of emotion. Could be the realm of feeling. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. We got the King of Pentacles chilling right here in the center. I got that in the Aries reading as well. We're going to have to talk about that. That could be some good prosperity. We got earth. We got water. We got a couple cards that are linking to each other now. We got some air showing up. We have the Eight of Swords on the back end, but you also have a bonus, my friends. It would be the Hanged Man. That's another card I saw in Aries reading. So these might be some shared archetypes that we're seeing between the fire signs. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. So first look, first glance, when I look down here, different elements showing up. So we got water, we got earth, we have air. So this could be various different aspects you're going through. It could be different aspects of the same situation. But I'm seeing a little bit of a mixed bag, but more positive. I'm leaning more optimistic here so far. But let's go through one by one. In position number 1, we have the Ace of Cups. Like I said, to me, it's very symbolic of that Aries energy, of that Fool energy we were picking up in the very beginning. Something fresh, something new. All aces are opportunities. So this could be something very, very good coming into your life. But the thing with all aces, the thing with all beginnings is if you don't seize it, if you don't seize the day and put action towards it, it can dry up on the vine. Another thing we think of with this, since it is of the cup suit, the clarifier could tell us how you might be feeling, how someone you're connected to might be feeling, one's emotional state. Could be a big focus on emotions in general or love. So there's a lot of little layers that we could see when we look at this Ace of Cups. But generally, I see it as a very positive energy. So we're going to place it down. And I'll tell you something else I really like about this, Leo. Right next to it, we have the earth energy. What happens when you mix earth and water? You get abundance, you get blessings. It's a very fertile type of energy. Position number 2, we have the King of Pentacles. Now, for a portion of you, this could simply just represent an earth sign you're connected to. So Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. If not, this could represent the realm of money or business. You might be extremely focused on your pentacles, your money, your cheddar, your cheese. This is a super positive card of abundance and blessings, very similar to the Queen of Cups in that realm, very similar to the Empress when we see this energy. So it could be various wins and victories and abundance that's coming into your life, depending on what clarifies it. Now, with the King of Pentacles, it could also represent somebody or something that feels a little bit stubborn. So if you've been going through some issues, you've been going through some situations, this could represent it being planted or being a little difficult to move through or deal with. So we'll see what's up. I mean, it's all very personal about what everyone else is going through, but I generally lean optimistic before the clarifier comes out with both of these front end cards. However, we get to the back end, we have the Eight of Swords. Now, this isn't like, all right, throw the whole reading away, we have the Eight of Swords. It doesn't mean that whatsoever. The one good thing about this energy is that it is fleeting. It's an energy that can be dealt with very quick and usually does move out quickly. You see that person, they're between all those swords, they got the blindfold on. So it could represent confusion, a little bit of mystery, surprise, unexpected, of course. But generally, I see this card a lot when somebody is very wound up mentally, like where somebody is nervous or anxious or stressed out, or their head could be running in circles, right? So someone's mental state could not be super nice at the moment. It could be a little messy. The Eight of Swords could also represent somebody that feels cornered or feels trapped. So this isn't the best type of energy we want to see. Maybe you feel like your hands are tied in regards to something, like, all right, I've done all I could do. There's nothing else I could do. But it is a little stress-induced type of energy. But once again, it can be solved. That's the positive of this energy on the back end. Even though like it looks like this person is surrounded by the swords, they can break themselves free of that. It's all about perspective when we look at this energy. Now, you also have the bonus, which is the Hanged Man. Super interesting. This could represent the zodiac sign of Scorpio. Some people also link it into the zodiac sign of Virgo. So we have that doubled energy right here. The Hanged Man to me is a retracted, pulled back type of vibe. So either you or someone you're close to could be withdrawing or pulling their energy back. It could be somebody studying something or someone like, I got my eye on this, I'm paying attention, I'm watching it, I'm analyzing it. So when this card shows up, maybe someone's watching your moves in some sort of way. Maybe you're watching somebody else's moves when this card shows up. It could also represent self-sacrifice. Maybe you're the type of individual where you put the needs and the well-being of other individuals above your own. That card could represent that. But I want to dive deeper on all of it, Leo. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here. And while we do, I just want to let everybody know real quick, I enabled channel memberships here on the Kyle of Cups channel. So if you're interested in that, please click the join button or look for the link down there and check out the tiers. I hope you like them. But yes, we're going to get into it now. This is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Ace of Cups. And yes, my friends, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to those lovely Leos, drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Ace of Cups time. See what's happening here. Could it just be someone's emotions? Could it be something real positive coming? Maybe a little bit of both. See why that Ace of Cups is here. Thank you. Sun in reverse. For a portion of you, I feel like this is a couple of things, and especially since this is a Leo reading, the Sun card is very important here. Even though it's in reverse, I just want to say the Sun in reverse is still extremely positive because that's the most positive card in the whole damn deck. But since this is a Leo reading, some of you might not feel quite like yourself in the coming days and weeks, whether it's like energetically, whether it's emotionally, like something might just feel a little off. There might be a little disturbance in the force. I don't feel like this is anything like too treacherous or raise the alarm about just yet, but just you might feel a little off, or like something just doesn't feel quite right or kosher. Could be even someone else you're dealing with, like something's a little off here. But even though the Sun is in reverse, under this Ace of Cups, you might get some opportunities or winds coming your way. It might not be all that you envisioned. It might not be the way you planned it, but it's going to be very positive here. Even with this in reverse, I love the Sun regardless of how it shows up. Under the Ace of Cups, a lot of you, something could really go your way in an unplanned or unexpected way, or even surprising. So we have a little victory here. We got a win right up on the front end. We'll see if it persists through, and whether it comes in an unexpected way or it's not quite all that you expected, it's still positive here in the front. So let's just keep moving forward. And if you are feeling a little off or something's off with your energy, it's okay to do some self-love and self-care. Let's see what's going on with that King of Pentacles. I really want to see what's up when we get to the back end. That's like really making me glance over. But why is that King of Pentacles here for the Leos? Thank you. High Priestess in reverse, huh? You might be having issues with the water sign when that shows up. A stubborn water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. If you are not connected to any of that, Spirit is really signaling for a lot of Leos either an extremely heavy focus on the material or an influx, a huge one coming in, which I feel like is a very good thing because we have wins of the two major areas here. We have a possible emotional win. Now we have the material win showing up right here in the center. So it's like a 1-2 punch of positivity, and I really like that. But once again, this High Priestess in reverse, generally I like this card. It's a little mysterious, it's very spiritual, it's extremely energetic. This is somebody like really hyper focused on the material. For you, it might just be a person you're connected to where they don't put any energy into spirituality. I don't believe that. I don't believe in any of that. I'll focus on here and now. Like that's the energy I'm picking up here in the center. But aside from that, I'm getting double wins here. So even if it does come in a way that you don't expect here in the front end, or a surprising or sudden win, there's multiple showing up here, Leo. So I'm really liking this. We do still have this Eight of Swords chilling right there on the back end, but we have multiple big wins and victories right here of different types. So, and it might not be the most ideal for the current moment, but it's good nonetheless. Let's keep moving over to the back. Again, lots of different things here. So let's see why that Eight of Swords is in the mix. Then we'll do a quick recap for the shadow card. So why do we got the Eight of Swords for my Leos? Thank you. Yeah, there it is. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody who is going through it and they are not talking about it for whatever reason. Okay, this is somebody who is either extremely stressed, extremely nervous, on edge, and they are not talking about it. They don't want to talk about it. So whether that's you or somebody else, that's really your choice or their choice to really go with. It could be due to lack of communication for some of you. That's a big thing I'm picking up because we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, more earth sign energy showing up here. But when this page is in reverse, what does it speak of? A lack of communication, miscommunications, misunderstandings. So for some of you, watch out for that in this time. Maybe someone's misunderstanding you or there's a miscommunication of some sort. But the main thing I'm thinking there is someone is really going through one, whether it is stress, nervousness, anxiousness, and they just don't want to speak about it for whatever reason. Like I said, that could just be something you're feeling. I'll deal with it on my own. I'll get through it in my own way. That's like the type of vibe I'm picking up. So do with that what you will, my friends. Let's go through and do a quick little recap. I never judge about how people deal with things, but let's go through before we get to the shadow card. If you look here in the box, position number 1, we have the Ace of Cups with the Sun in reverse. So we're starting pretty good, not ideal. For a portion of you, you might just feel a little out of sorts. Like you might just feel a little off, whether it's your energy or just something in the ether. It's like, it doesn't seem right here. Or you might see something with somebody else, like, oh, something's off with them. Can't quite put my finger on it. But for another portion of you, I feel like this is very positive, that there could be a wind that comes in a way that you don't quite see, you don't quite expect it, or it might not be all that you envisioned, and that's okay. Moving to the center, we have the King of Pentacles with the High Priestess in reverse. Now we have the monetary. So we have the emotional, now we have the physical possibility. So we have a 1-2 punch of possible victories here in the emotional and the material. This could also represent an individual that is completely spiritually disconnected. Like, I don't believe in that crap. I'm going to live in the now. I believe in what I could see and what I could touch and scientific results and hypotheses and all that stuff. Like, that's like scientific materialism is what I'm picking up in the center. So do with that what you will. But for a portion of you, once again, wins, various wins and victories of both sorts. However, moving to the back end, this is where we get the mixed bag. We have the Eight of Swords with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. This could be somebody who is quite high-strung, anxious, nervous, really going through it, and they don't want to speak about it. And it could be somebody also stressing themselves out due to lack of communication or miscommunication. So we do have a little warning back there. But yeah, let's proceed. Please take a screenshot of that if you want to look into it further. Let's get you a shadow card. All right, let's see what's in the shadows for Leo. Interesting reading this week. Lots of positivity. But there's a couple little things in there, different flavor than last week. So let's see what we have in the shadows for you. And yes, this is one of my favorite things to do at the end of every reading. I feel like it's a nice thing to look at what might be in the shadows, whether it's within our own shadow self or even something we don't quite see just yet. So let's see what Leo's got for mid-September, please, in the shadows. It's very introspective, my friends. Let's go, please. Thank you. All right, so we have a positive card in the shadows here, which is really good. And I do feel like this 10 of Cups could link in very much to what we were seeing right here in the front end. The Ace of Cups with the Sun in reverse. I feel like this is very good. Now, of course, every card does have a shadow side. This could be a warning about overconsumption of anything or someone that parties it up or lives too much. If you want to read this as a strict shadow card, however, the shadows also represent something we don't quite see coming just yet, or something that's coming down the pipeline. And it showed us within the reading itself that a lot of you, things could go away that you don't quite see, you can't quite predict. It's good. It might not be everything you thought for, but in reality, there's a lot of good. There's a ton of good here with this energy, okay? Because this is wish come true energy. And it's a beautiful completion. So if you've been through endings recently, this could also signify something that ended, but it was for the best, even if it doesn't feel like it. But this feels good. I feel like this is one of the more positive cards we could pick up in the shadows. So Leo, please look into that further if you'd like to. That's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details. The September subscriber surprise. For the September subscriber surprise, I'll be picking 2 lucky winners to win 2 tarot decks completely at random. It will be a winner's choice. So if you want to get the Gilded Tarot, you could go ahead and do that. If you want the Everyday Witches Tarot, that's your choice as well. Any deck under $40 US will be given away. So if you'd like to get your name in for this one, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. Second, let me know down in the comments which zodiac signs you get along best with. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you next time.